It's amazing how many people that are in a terminal situation can reverse it if they take control of their own, issues. More people should do it. But we give it all up to MDs, the right prescriptions for drugs from drug companies that own them. Yeast. People that have hepatitis C often have an overload or buildup of yeast in the small intestine. This is usually when people think of a yeast infection, they think of it being a vaginal yeast infection. I'm talking about a yeast infection in the small colon. This leads to all kinds of problems. One of the main problems is that it can cause gas, it can cause diarrhea. One of the bad things it causes is no matter if you eat well or not, you might be not getting enough nutrients because your body's not absorbing them. There's all kinds of problems that happen from yeast. Anybody, in fact, the general society should do this, but people with hepatitis C should take a product that kills this yeast overload or overgrowth. There's a lot of probiotics that are good. There's Yeast Away. I don't know the name of all of them. It's not something I really developed. It's just something and I didn't write about it in my book either because I didn't know about it back then. Yeast troubles a lot of people, and they need to know it, and they need to, usually a month worth of taking these pills, sometimes in a really bad case. I have this client, such a really nice man. Every time he calls up to order, he knows the number and the price of every product he orders, and he knows the total and the tax and the shipping charge. He's such a pleasure to take an order from. But he takes this Yeast Away. There's a couple different bottles. There's one you take first month, and then there's a different one you take for like 90 days. And he always tells me that it's just so spectacular and that he feels so much better after doing it. It's always a pleasure to talk to him. But he's one of the people that tell me how much better he feels. And most people don't deal with the yeast problem for a couple reasons, and the main one is because they don't know. And if you don't feel right, or if you're bloated, or you have gas, or diarrhea, even constipation, and if you just don't feel energetic, it could be because of a yeast overgrowth in your small intestine. So you can look on the internet. There's all kinds of products for it, and use them. Buy them at your health food store. They're the same ones I have as far as yeast goes. And they work good, and you'll feel better, you'll have more energy, your food will digest better, and your body will absorb more nutrients from your food, and you'll be a healthier person for it. I was told I wasn't going to make it for more than 3 to 5 years in 1995, and this is the end of 2007, so living proof you can do well if you take care of yourself, which I don't do completely, but I work on it.